Malcolm was someone who I considered a friend, and we always had great times together. But the crazy part about it is, I grew up with him. Yeah. He was my brother, you know, and watching The Cosby Show as a kid.
They grew up in the same industry. They shared laughs, memories, and a bond Anthony Mackie says was like family. But now, he's speaking out about Malcolm-Jamal Warner's death, and what he's saying has fans shaken to their core. Anthony didn't just call Malcolm a friend, he called him a brother. And in a recent emotional interview, he dropped words that no one expected to hear. He was set up by the industry. Now, this is where it gets messy. Anthony claims Malcolm didn't just drown in Costa Rica. He says Malcolm was already a working dead before he ever touched that water. What does that mean? According to Anthony, the people pulling strings in Hollywood had already decided Malcolm's fate. The drowning? Just a cover story. And here's the part that'll make you freeze for a second. Anthony says he respects Bill Cosby. He's not here to smear him. But if Cosby knows anything about Malcolm's final moments, Anthony believes it's time for him to speak up. And then, Mackie drops the line that leaves the room silent. I don't want to point fingers, but you all can see this was a setup. Think about that. An actor with Mackie's reputation, flat out saying, the story we've been told doesn't add up. Why? Because Anthony says the Malcolm he knew was strong, careful, and not the kind of man to accidentally drown in calm water. So what happened in those last hours? Who was really there? And if Mackie is right, how deep does this go? The word on the street is that Malcolm was preparing to walk away from certain Hollywood connections, and they weren't about to let him leave without consequences. We may never get the full truth, but Mackie's words? They've ripped the lid off a conspiracy that just won't die. What do you think? Was Malcolm-Jamal Warner the victim of a tragic accident or a carefully planned setup? Drop your thoughts below and hit subscribe so you don't miss what comes out next. Because this story is far from over.